How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, earlier on, the Springboks announced with MTN that they are going to be splitting ways, that they are going to be ending their 8-year relationship. And don't worry, it is a peaceful breakup. But this is crazy because they have been the front shirt sponsors for the Springboks for so long. Honestly, I can't even remember what the other sponsors are off the top of my head. And I've known, MTN to be that front shirt sponsor for so long. So it's just going to end up looking weird at first, especially considering FNB is now taking over as the front shirt sponsor. FNB originally used to be on the back of their shirts, but now with this new bumper deal, moving them from the back to the front, it's going to be a big, big change. Obviously, MTN were there for the Springboks when nobody wanted to sponsor them. They were really, really struggling. The Springbok name just didn't hold, any weight to it. And now, two-time, World Cup champion in a row, and they finally have a lot of weight to their name. And FMB is putting their, putting up their money and kind of showing, look, this is how we want to progress. And yeah, it would be very, very difficult for the Springboks to turn this down. I do believe their current deal with MTN is worth, I think it was around 40 to 50 million rands per year, whereas this new deal with FNB is going to be roughly 150 million rands for the front shirt sponsor. So for FNB to kind of take over all South African teams. So that's the women's, the sevens, the Springboks, and obviously before with MTN only used to be for the Springboks, but obviously with this new FMB deal, they are now covering the entire range of male, female, and sevens. So this is a big, big deal. And then along with this, we are going to be seeing the likes of Pick and Pay going onto the back of the shirt, and that deal will be roughly around 70 million rands and totaling up to around 220 million rands per year over a good few years. That is money very well spent, and that is money that is only going to go to strengthening the Springboks. There's a lot of money there, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. What kind of logo they're going to be opting for, I don't know. I think they are going to be looking to keep the the green and gold, but yeah, the logo, it's just like MTN was just slick. It was minimal. You just had the wording. I think if we had to have something similar with FMB, I probably wouldn't mind it that much. Just like FNB. But yeah, I don't know. They might want to add their logos or whatever. However it plays out, it is going to look weird to the eye first, but we will eventually going to end up getting used to it anyway. The big one for me is Pick and Pay on the back, because there's a couple different variations there, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of either of them. But if I was to choose, I probably would choose the wording Pick and Pay instead of just BNP. Um, but yeah, it's a big, big deal for the Springboks. I don't know what caused this to happen. I don't know if it was an agreement and negotiation, failure between the Springboks and MTN, which is why they didn't renew. More than likely, FNB came up with a proposal to say, look, this is the package that we're going to offer you, and the Springboks probably took it to MTN and said, look, can you match this? And more than likely, MTN said, no, look, sorry, we can't. But do you take your money? And you know, FMB's been a long-term sponsor of the Springboks anyway. But yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be a little bit weird in terms of that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in relation to this into the sponsor. Do you like it? What kind of style sponsor do you like? Obviously, we are still waiting on, you know, an idea on what they're going to do. But do you think the Springboks going for more money over a long-term sponsor is the right thing to do? Because at the end of the day, it is a sponsor. They are there putting themselves out, and obviously, along with MTN being there, the Springboks have greatly improved MTN as well, put them across a global platform, platform, platform. Um, so yeah, honestly, I think, look, the Springboks is ultimately a business. They need to be run. They need funds, and it's hard to turn down a move from FNB with a kind of package like this. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe as always, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye.